Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. So, I wanted to share with you a situation that happened to me the day of Eid. So, the day of Eid, I've prayed the Eid in Maps. The temperature, if you remember, in that day it was so hot. It was around 96 degrees Fahrenheit. And it was so crowded over there that I couldn't find even a park until the middle of Marymore Park. And I had to walk all of that in the heat and the sun. I was so tired. I felt it was so hot. It was like so hot this time. While there are some other places that's like over 100, but it felt very hot to me. And while I was like even wearing my shoes, so I didn't feel it. But whenever I touch anything, a car or something, it hurts. Until I reached the mosque Maps, I was a little bit late. So they said that you can't enter. So I just stayed from the outside, looked at the people sitting in the lounge, and I've had some breath coming out. They're sitting on the shadow, enjoying it. Some people drinking some tea, they're talking. And I just some breath that's coming out, but I couldn't get closer enough to get the shade. But this little breathe is like I felt on my face. It was a breathe from this hot weather. But I looked at the people inside enjoying all of this, the air conditioning, enjoying the shadow, and I said if I just was a little bit early, I would have been enjoying the shade like them. But subhanAllah, this reminded me with the Day of Judgment. The sun today is different than the Day of Judgment. The Day of Judgment, as was narrated, that this sun will be heated more, left to heat for 10 years. And in the Day of Judgment today, it's millions of miles away. And I was feeling almost tired and feeling like going to die from the hot weather, from the heat of the sun. And I was standing all the time, there's nothing place to sit. But on the Day of Judgment, it will be more hot, and it will be, as I say, qaba qawsayn. It's like almost like an arrow above your head. I don't know how we will be able to tolerate that. And we'll be standing under it for 50,000 years. في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. For 50,000 years. You know how long I stayed just there before I give up and I can't? I have to look for some shade for I think 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's less than an hour. And the day is 24 hours. And the year is 365 days. It's 50,000 years. Standing, you can't sit. And people will be swimming in their sweat. That's in the Day of Judgment. And as I've been looking to people sitting inside the mosque enjoying the shade, in the Day of Judgment, imagine that you will be looking to someone next to you, that he prepared for that day, and he enjoying a shade. Something is shading him, and he doesn't feel that much heat, and he's not sweating that much. What will be your situation in this case? When you find yourself like standing actually in this sun and heat, and someone next to you, that he has done something that you just ignored in this life, and you find him enjoying a shade. And it's not, I mean, in that day, as I said, I'm wearing full clothes, and I'm not touching the ground. The Day of Judgment will be totally naked. Our foot will not have something to protect it. Imagine that you're standing in that day. 50,000 years in the sun above you, and you can feel it while you're standing. What is the feeling that you will feel in your foot? And we'll be swimming inside your inside your sweat at this time. The Prophet ﷺ said, read al-Zahrawaan. اقرأوا al-Zahrawain. The two lighting. They have the lights. They said those are the light of the Qur'an. Al-Baqarah and Aal Imraan. As they will come on the day of resurrection as two clouds, or like two shades, or two flocks of birds spreading their wings. They're shading for the people who memorized them in this life. So just by memorizing those two surahs, and they're not hard, just by memorizing those two surah, you get this shade, their shade. And the continuation of the hadith, they will be your allies, pleading for those who recite them, their companion. They said sahibahuma. And the Prophet ﷺ continues saying, recite Surat al-Baqarah for taking recourse of it, taking it in this life, memorizing it and working with whatever in it is a blessing. أخذها بركة وتركها حسرة. And leaving it, ignoring it in this life is a great regret. Hasra is the regret that you regret and you cry on it until you bleed. It's a huge regret that you will feel in the day of judgment. And the Prophet ﷺ said the word تحاجان عن أصحابهما عن صاحبهما. The word sahib in Arabic, it means companion. That means you've been their companion. In this life, they will be your companion in the hereafter. They will be your allies, defend you in that day. So that's another thing that we also ignore. In the day of judgment, you will be running, as said in the Qur'an, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ. Your brother will be running away from you. Your mother, see how much mothers and parents love their kids? They will be running away from you. Your wife running away from you. Your best friend is running away from you. You will feel lonely in that day. يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه وصاحبته وبنيه. Everyone is saying نفسي نفسي, myself and myself. So imagine that day when you standing alone by yourself, feeling the loneliness, feeling the fear, and you are scared actually. In that day you will be scared. You're seeing those ugly creatures. You don't know how they will look like, the angels of punishment. They're coming and they're taking people out and people are screaming. You will be scared in that day. But you will look next to you and you'll find someone that the Surah of Baqarah and Al Imran, their companion, their company. They get next to them and they accompany them and they protect them and defend them. Protect them from whom? Protect them from the angels of punishment. And they will defend them in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the final step when you stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And even your mouth, يوم يختم على أفواههم, their mouth will be shut, completely sealed. You'll not be able to talk. And then those, if you memorize them in this life, they will come and defend and talk in your behalf. And imagine those are the words of Allah, are defending you in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, asking Allah to let you enter Jannah. So all of those, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, أخذها بركة. If you took it, memorize it, and work with whatever inside it, it's a blessing that you will be thankful for whatever you've done in the day of judgment. And leaving it and ignoring it will be a great regret in the day of judgment. So after you hear this, what do you think? Isn't it a great reward that you will do your best to try to do it? And subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't put us or give us the reward according to the finishing of the amal, but through the intention. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Subhanallah. If you've done what's required from you, as I said before, وَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. You did your planning and did hazm, the devotion that you will do something, and then you do tawakkul of Allah, you rely on Allah, Allah will help you. But if something happened and you couldn't finish, you will get exactly the reward as you finish this. So that's why even if you think it's so hard, at least do the effort. Plan in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. If you couldn't finish it, you will get the reward by the intention and that you took the steps to do it at this certain time. But at least you have to start. You can't start by giving up and say it's too hard, I can't do it. It's just the start. So inshallah, since the hadith, the other narrations also said that you work upon whatever, to memorizing it, reciting it more often, and work with the ahkam on it, practice it. So inshallah, this halaqah from now on will be on the tafsir of the Surah Al-Baqarah. We'll take the 5 minutes, will be tafsir word by word, and what are the practice that we can take from each verse that we have, so we can live with this and we can have this confidence, inshallah, that it will come both Al-Baqarah and Aal Imraan. We will earn the shade like those who were sitting in this nice air condition. We will not be jealous at this time or have this regret, and also they will be protecting us, defending us, inshallah. So, and Bismillah, if you're interested in starting, I will start a group if I have a good number. If you're interested in working on memorizing Surah Al-Baqarah, so inshallah give me your email. And if I have a good number, I will try to discuss which time we can take, and we can dedicate and have it something dedicated, inshallah. And we do not stop until we memorize them, inshallah. So just give me your email, and when I have a good number to start a group, we'll do it at the time that will be suitable for everyone. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لكم فاستغفروه سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.